Niezłe, niezłe, niezłe. Całkiem niezłe. Nieźle pogrywasz. Nieźle pogrywasz.
Oh, you've come so far, so quickly. Well done. You might be just
Nieznośnik.
the playmate I've been looking for. I do hope you enjoy my playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is.
Wow! Ej,
Please
stary!
try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed after all.
To jest jej mąż. O nie, tego się obawiałem.
Two sides to every story.
Każda opowieść ma dwie wersje. Au! Ej, stary, wyluzuj! O! Auć! Kurwa, co ty robisz? Pojeb. Każda opowieść ma dwie wersje.
I simply adore this blooming place. Don't you? You know, foliage, like most living things, won't survive for long in the darkness.
Darkness.
Incendio! I wonder if I need to place lanterns to open these doors.
Okej. O kurwa, szachy, ja nie wiem w to grać.
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to H3. Nighty night.
O fuck. Czyli tym muszę ruszać. Nie. Wow.
This is a bit much. What?
A!
That was the wrong square.
Aha.
That wasn't too difficult.
To nie było tak ciężko.
Oh goodness. I do hope you're having as much fun as me. I
Revelio.
think I'll keep you around a bit longer.
Lumos.
No co goś mnie prowadzi? Co jest grane? I to jest poboczny quest, a jest dopierdolony.
Lumos.
Halo? Ktoś jest kurwa niebezpieczny. Halo? To jest.
Time to raise the stakes, so to speak. Where shall I put this? Where shall I put this?
Incendio.
O to ci chodzi, typie?
Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Crucible. Bombarda. Incendio.
Cats is cat, but cat is cat. I mean, cat. Now that gets your attention.
Wow, bo wygląda jak Grytek trochę.
Well, this has been fun. Much to do, much to do. See you in a bit.
Wow. Co jest z gościem nie tak? Aaa!
What was that?
Co to było? Fuh. Gościu, wypuszczaj mnie stąd. Totalnie mnie stąd wypuszczaj. Ej, co ty robisz, Gostek?
Revelio. Lumos.
What the fuck?
Incendio. Lumos.
Co tu się wyprawia, gostu? No to już koniec tego questa.
Lumos.
Oh, how nice of him to pop in.
Lumos.
Nie, nie, labirynt, nie wyjdę stąd nigdy, kurwa, nie!
Lumos. Lumos.
Dlaczego ty mi to robisz?
Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda. Cruise. Confringo.
Wypuść mnie już, kurwa, dosyć tego!
Bombarda.
Tego dosyć.
Confringo. Bombarda. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda. Lumos.
Gdzie mnie goś zabrał?
Sweet toe.
Znowu? Co to? O! Ma macki jak Ilaoli!
Now that should get your attention. Well done. I'll give you a moment to collect yourself, if you can. Ta-ta for now.
Co jest grane? Oho. Czy wywalczę swojego burgera? To się okaże w następnym odcinku. Co jest? To jest poboczny quest? Ja pierdolę, ten burger z frytkami będzie smakował jak pierdolony trofeum. Ale na razie Wow!
Ah, finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed. And now I suppose you'll want to go. Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return.
W kaftanie to ja do ciebie przyjechałem, nieznośniku.
Take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now and agree to give me unfettered access to the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get your shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin!
W takim razie walka! Final boss! Do wygrania duży burger. No, co tam masz, byczku, do pokazania?
Confringo.
Catch is cat, but cat is cat. I mean, you can't.
Ale okej. potwór nieznośnika.
Insygnia.
Potrzebuję... Explosivo. I napierdolando. Plus może... Stopando? Wow. Wow.
Confringo. Bombarda. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Defender.
O! Kurwa, ale tu robi rozpierdol, nic nie widać.
Just once, try seeing things from my...
Co jest? O kurwa. Dobry jesteś, byczku. O, wow. Poczekaj, muszę zapać kontakt. Coś ty mi odjebał na bani. Czekaj, gdzie on jest?
Defender. Bombarda. Confringo.
Kurwa, jak ja normalnie nie widzę, on mi takie utrudnienia napierdala.
Confringo.
Podamy? Co, gość? What the fuck? Ta gierka dostaje 11 na 11 dzisiaj. Po tym, co mi urządzili tutaj. Nice. Pa, 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 pa! Wow! Ah. Zwycięstwo.
Well, well, finally, someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously crafted. Such a treat to have fun again in my little dungeon.
Lubię ciekawe wyzwania i to było
I
zajebiste.
must say, I enjoy a good challenge.
Ah, a kindred, dare I say, spirit.
Tak.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Nasza umowa jest prawie zawarta. Jakie są warunki? Co będziesz z tego miał?
Why would you enter into such an agreement?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on the heads with a chocolate frog. One doesn't really understand the value of an audience until one is without it.
Okej. A jakie są warunki?
Just to be clear, what does this agreement entail? Specifically.
Ugh, pay attention. You guarantee that I can have my fun at least one day each month without fuss. I let you.
Okej, ciekawe, czy to będzie odgrywane w gierce.
In
Rzeczywiście
peace.
raz w miesiącu będzie coś takiego. Okej.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of one?
I would.
No i
Pleasure
zajebiście.
doing business with you.
Dogadani.
You've wore me out. Ah, well done. I have a feeling about you. I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding the perfect place.
Również dobrze się bawiłem. Spadamy stąd. Świetna robota.
Hello, Penny.
Najlepsza misja.
So glad you're back.
Oczywiście, że wróciłem. Ja zawsze kurwa
Are
wracam.
you worried I might not return?
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper? St. Mungo's? I think you should explain, Penny. Penny, please stop holding your breath. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, please forgive Penny. Penny is forbidden from telling
Czy jeszcze
you
coś
anything.
ukrywacie? Może takich miejsc
But
być
how can you
więcej.
be forbidden from telling me what's going on? I purchased this shop.
Penny is confused. Penny thought that if you came back, you would own the shop.
Nie powinnaś być kłamać.
You should have told
Oczuchu
me the
jebana.
truth and punished yourself
Dziękuję
if
Celeru,
necessary.
Alzam, Gruby Michael, Silver.
I need to go and
Dziękuję
find Officer
za słupki.
Singer.
Penny is so sorry. Penny wanted to tell you everything. Truly. Surely Officer Singer will know what to do. Penny will wait right here.
Pani Singer, czyli komisarz. Dobra, pogadam z nią.
Officer Singer, I have some information
Może na
you
siłkę
might
się
be
zapiszę w
interested
następnym
in.
tygodniu.
Ah,
Zobacz.
good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted dungeon.
Cassandra Mason sold you her shop.
W rzeczy samej zostałem, można powiedzieć, bardzo oszukany, a przez chwilę nawet byłem w
Well,
niebezpieczeństwie.
yes, she said she did, but I think you might have missed the bit about the dungeon.
No, I heard that bit too.
And
Trzymaj się, Sławko, miłego
according to the
piwka,
house elf
smacznego
that came with
piwka.
the shop, she has done this sort of thing before, repeatedly.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great deal of trouble keeping a tenant in that shop. In any event, these are serious accusations indeed. Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear this all up.
Oczywiście,
Shall
trochę
we?
czuję się, jakbym się rozjebał na nią, ale zapłaciłem 1500 golda. Jasne. Porozmawiajmy z nią, bo to może być... Ona może od kilkunastu lat tak oszukiwać ludzi. Nie ma jej, chyba spierdoliła. Oho.
Oh, hello, Ruth. I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra.
Tak od razu jej
it's
dziwnie
my
patrzyło z twarzy.
understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with me.
Uuu!
Stop her!
O ty kurwo. Tego się nie spodziewałem po tobie. Ale podoba mi się, szanuję takie podejście. Ty bestio stara.
I should have known better than to do business with a
Co?
wild student.
A ja z wiedźmą. O! Nieźle.
Descender! Defender! Confringo! Bombard! Confringo!
Chyba wiem, o co chodzi.
Protego! Stupefy!
Teraz wiem.
Confringo! Bombard! Descender!
Luck is about to
Oh,
run.
lovely stuff. Trafił swój na swego. Bestia stara, wydma jest mocna.
Are they teaching you at that school these days?
Protego! Stupefy! Confringo!
O, nieźle.
Confringo! Stupefy! Confringo! Crucial!
I seria w nią. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Gin, kurwa, wiedźmo. Mocna, tacy powinni przeciwnicy. Ta jest ciekawsza. Fajny przeciwnik, Cassandra Mason. Z szacunkiem będę o tobie mówił. Każdego dnia. Co się z tym dzieje? Gin! Mogę ją wykończyć?
I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing! Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit.
Fajny
the notion
questik,
of a
zajebisty.
haunted
Jeden z
dungeon
lepszych, jakie,
blows my
jakie
mind.
miałem tutaj w tej gierce.
Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Check on that house elf of yours. She's probably terrified.
Jasne. Czyli ona musiała kłamać.
I should have known it was
Silencio.
Ale bestia.
Oh, and not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to
Wow,
confirm
pierwszy
ownership
zmiany
of both
kogo
the shop
Azkabanie w
and
gierce.
the elf.
Okej, no muta dostałam na mordę
Thank
Mutius.
you, officer.
Mutius zamykalus.
Best of luck to you as the newest
Mordus
shop
nie
owner in
otwierajus.
Hogsmeade.
Mocne zaklęcie, utykające pizdę. Dobra robota. Udało się. Super, zajebisty questik, zajebisty questik. Powiem wam, że większość mogła być taka. Jestem z powrotem, kurwa, coś odjebało, grosik. Ja jak chuj.
Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
Grosik obiecuje, że dla życzliwego nowego właściciela będzie pracować. Tak, dobrze to słyszeć. Będę
I
miał
look forward to
swojego
working
skrzata.
with you.
All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop and Penny will take care of the rest.
Wykroje i wyciągi, stroje i napoje, szlafroki i uroki. Stroje i napoje.
I choose Cladwell and Brewster.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny. We'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night.
Teraz to już pan. Żal i zemsta, Nettie, wizyta... No nie no, pchamy główną fabułkę, co? Tak jest, czeka nas trzecia próba. Teraz nas czeka zagadka.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the
O,
time
zajebiście,
came,
odkryjemy
the
gabinet,
occupant of that
który
office would be of
później będzie
help to us.
dzierżony przez
Unfortunately,
Dumbledora.
this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I
Okay.
understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Okej, zdróweczko. Wow. Nowy skin. Unlocked.
How do you feel?
Unlocked.
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the
Idziemy teraz do
Ministry of
Hogsmeade i zobaczymy, czy on tam jest.
That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
O, przestań fig być taki żartowniś.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Wow. Z tym profesorem, zajebiście jakby można było, wiesz, kilka ścieżek mieć. Albo ucznia grasz, profesora, złego, tego, płomionka, czy tam, jak on tam się nazywa. Okej. Pociśniemy trochę małolatów. No je zajebane. Nic nie robią cały dzień. Łażą, ćpają, kurwa, machają różdżkami. Wszystko opłacone z góry, każdy ma pokój, posprzątane. Się, kurwa, za nich wezmę.
Professor, a moment of your time, please.
O kurwa.
Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp, places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
O, ach tak.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
To są czeraki.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Siemanko, jak tam? Nie zapłakta, co? O, zajęć na czarnej magii. Spokojnie piątkę mogą ci dać. Nawet szóstkę. Dobra.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Czeraki to syfy na
I
dupie.
haven't time
Okej.
for any of you at the moment. None.
Chilak
None at all.
gang, chilak
Move
boy.
aside.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth. Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley. Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
O,
What could he want?
pradziad Voldemorta. GPS, gdzie się kręcisz?
Where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you, I am quite healthy.
Widzicie, tutaj Lord Voldemort, czy jego pradziad, wyczuwał już jakieś, wiesz, rzeczy. On to wyczuwał. Tak, to są takie malutkie easter eggi, których, no... Nie każdy wyczuwa, nie każdy odszuka, nie każdy się doszuka.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game?
You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
No kurwa, dawaj se pisz.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
Ty kurwo, zwolnię cię. Załatwię to.
When I witnessed what passes for
Dla tych, co nie było na
magic in
transmisji, to
these
zostałem
halls,
dyrektorem w Hogwarcie.
I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Jak kończysz gierkę na 60%, odblokowałem ci rzeczy.
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Wow! Widzimy się w gabinecie po lekcjach. Te wybryki.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
O, wszyscy
Keep
tego
at it,
chcemy.
Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
Well, they're as good as invisible to me, sir. Rotten little extortionist holding my diary hostage.
What was that, Broom?
Nothing, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Ej, to nie była ta laska z misji, co właśnie zostawiliśmy... pamiętnik jej zajebaliśmy? Ona o tym mówiła właśnie? Tak, prawdopodobnie tak, ale to jest wszystko połączone. Cegiełka po cegiełce, tworzy się cały po prostu świetny przekaz. Świetna konstrukcja.
Professor?
O nie.
A word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak
Co
with
się
you
kurwa dzieje za
about
pojedynek?
Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor.
Właśnie, czy ona wszystko jednak wie?
not. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good, good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
Ścipska baba.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand.
O,
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
What a wonderful job Scrope is doing.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
nie widzę, żeby błagał. Nie widzę, żeby był błagający.
Family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope.
Ah.
It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ty pieprzysz.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
Toujours pure.
I
Toujours
confiscated this
pure.
filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scroop. It's your treasure. Now, off with you.
Świetnie. Tak, była też misja.
Ahem! Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the stunning banners of Slytherin. I shall be taking no questions at...
Jest, Slytherin górą! Ślizgoni! Szmule wypierdalać! Pięknie.
Made it just in time.
Wyprawa.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked.
Okej.
Toujours pure.
Toujours pure. No zapraszam. Pierwsze odwiedziny gabinetu Dumbledora. Znaczy, dyrektora.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor
Whoa.
Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
Co znajdę w tej księdze?
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Możliwe, że to jest wejście do jakiejś misji.
Revelio.
Aha. Mamy sobie... Dobra. Możliwe, że to będzie trzecia próba, widzowie.
That must be the pedestal.
Wow, tak myślałem.
Where am I?
Kurwa.
Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
Peleryna?
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
What the fuck?
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
This is my chance. Come on, Neve. I need to time this just right.
Tajemnicza peleryna.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
A wcześniej też mnie nie było widać. Co to zmienia?
Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Uciekłem śmierci. Mam pelerynę. To może być czarna różdżka, ty. 3 rzeczy. Peleryna, różdżka i co tam jeszcze było? Kamień.
I've never felt such power.
Samowitą.
Bombarda! Bombarda! Defender! Depulse! Bombarda! Defender! Bombarda! Bombarda!
Okej. Kolejne zadanie za nami.
A single stone. This must be for me.
Kamień, trzecia rzecz. 3 rzeczy. A, i ona opisuje to w książce, to ja tutaj czytam. Okej. Jestem panem śmierci w tym momencie.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
I can't believe she's dead.
Oh, poor Neve. Gone so young.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
To znaczy co?
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Nie bardzo kumam. Pokazać mi te 3 ważne rzeczy, które należą do pana śmierci.
As you witness my memory.
Rzućmy okiem, co nas tutaj poniesie dalej.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Stworzyła skarbce na tą magię.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
Zaczynasz żywić się bólem. Co ty wyprawiasz? Zjadaczka bólu. Mówiłem od początku, że ona coś z nią jest nie tak.
Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop.
Fajnie zrobiona fabułka.
All of it.
Ale od początku miałem przeczucie.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Czy masz żywić się cierpieniem innych? Tak, dzięki magii. Wow. Zaczynam łączyć fakty.
You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling
No to ja
painful
zobaczę,
emotions?
może jutro.
She was.
To było niepokojące. To fascynujące.
I was
Ale
amazed
wiele się
to see
dowiedziałem,
that
wiele
it
połączyłem
seemed to give
kropek.
her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
Okej, rozumiem. Różne
It
gumy.
seems
Nie
we
ufam
have
jeszcze.
no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar.
Dziękuję, Dyngus, za
Isadora
premika.
was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he
Metalurg.
found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Świetnie. Brązowy pucharek dla nas. Dobra robota, bardzo dobra robota.